Good rising. Hell of a situation everyone's facing. First thing I'd like to draw to your attention is this comment made by this crazy person.
Imagine how hard they're trying not to run this. And imagine the people trying to tell me that Trump is helping them right now. And for me to stop bashing him. And they don't fucking know. They don't fucking know that the guy that's a billionaire with all the hair and all the stuff and all the plastic surgery, he died in 1989. Donald J. Trump died in 1989, and whoever's in the White House is a fucking terrorist, bitch. Imagine how hard they're trying not to run this. And imagine the people trying to tell me that Trump is helping them right now. And for me to stop bashing him. And they don't fucking know. They don't fucking know that the guy that's a billionaire with all the hair and all the stuff and all the plastic surgery, he died in 1989. Donald J. Trump died in 1989, and whoever's in the White House is a fucking terrorist, bitch. Imagine how hard they're trying not to run this. And imagine the people trying to tell me that Trump is helping them right now. And for me to stop bashing him. And they don't fucking know. They don't fucking know that the guy that's a billionaire with all the hair and all the stuff and all the plastic surgery, he died in 1989. Donald J. Trump died in 1989, and whoever's in the White House is a fucking terrorist, bitch. Imagine how hard they're trying not to run this. And imagine the people trying to tell me that Trump is helping them right now. And for me to stop bashing him. And they don't fucking know. They don't fucking know that the guy that's a billionaire with all the hair and all the stuff and all the plastic surgery, he died in 1989. Donald J. Trump died in 1989, and whoever's in the White House is a fucking terrorist, bitch. Imagine how hard they're trying not to run this. And imagine the people trying to tell me that Trump is helping them right now. And for me to stop bashing him.
They don't fucking know that Trump is dead, been dead for years. Boy, you guys got fucked. Right? I mean, you really got fucked. You know what the orange man's bringing to America? Pharmaceutical industry giants. I thought fucking Trumpers were anti-vaxxers. I really don't like people lying to me. I fucking hate it when people goddamn lie to me. Right? Don't you? I do. I hope everyone remembers when they're getting their COVID-19 vaccine that if I wasn't president, you wouldn't be getting that beautiful shot for 5 years at best and probably wouldn't be getting it at all. Former President Donald Trump. That was during his first term. If you didn't know that the government was wasting your money, you're retarded. I'm just making a big show of clearing the way for the B system. That's right. We're going to bring in artificial intelligence, and AI will have more fucking rights than parents or fucking children. And states' rights trumped everybody's fucking rights, and everybody has the right to remain fucking silent. Just shut up. That's all you're going to do. It's amazing. And at the same time, you'll declare me the fucking enemy of the state when the enemy of the state's right in your fucking face right now. There's your enemy right there. But you want to make me the problem. Right? Controlled opposition. Galilean dialect, two-party tyranny, both sides of the aisle bought and paid for by the pharmaceutical industry giants, and y'all looking at me like I'm batshit crazy. Which one of your senators didn't get a fucking contribution from Big Pharma? Which one of you is going to sponsor my messaging? None of you? It's just a safe assumption. I mean, it's pretty wild. How did his ear heal so quickly? Right? I got some creative friends. Telling you, it's wild, right? Larry Fink, isn't that the guy that heads up BlackRock? Trump is just another pawn playing his part on the Masonic chessboard as the indicated or assassinated victim, only to incite a civil war. Then the cabal will declare martial law. But didn't they already use COVID as a covert medical martial law? Didn't they already quarantine people and put them in the cubes and isolate people and separate the young from the old? Didn't they already do that? Oh, Fink's now head of the WEF because there's too much heat on fucking Klaus Schwab. Him and Bula look a lot alike, right? You ever notice how Klaus Schwab looks just like the CEO of Pfizer, Anthony Borla? You can't trust any of these global elitists. They don't care about you. What? Who wants to talk about Trump raping little girls? Any women out there want to discuss Trump being a rapist? Or you're gonna get back to me tomorrow. Cheetah Jesus saves America, right? Orange man is Jesus to the Republican Party. It's amazing. Can anyone explain to me how raping children is socially fucking acceptable? No? You're worried about Biden doing it. What about Trump? Oh. Now let's just forget that ever happened, right? Good peoples. Right? If you vote for a child rapist, does that make you a child rapist? If you enable a child rapist, you're protecting child rapists. How are you any different than a fucking child rapist if you put a child rapist in office? Oh, look, children, I confused everybody. Isn't that amazing? I fucking confused everybody. You thought Trump was the most powerful person in the world? I'm thinking I am. That's what I'm thinking. Your silence makes me the most powerful man in the fucking world. All these people were worried about keeping up with the fashion and keeping up with the times and keeping up with the fucking trends. Me? I was clocking your secrets. I was learning your dirt. For this day right now. Silence makes you my fucking enemy. Doesn't make you my friend. Whose rights you're protecting? Not mine. Not my children's rights. Whose prosperity you fucking protecting? Not mine. Not my children's right to fucking prosper. Fuck you think your silence is gonna do for my fucking prodigy, my grandchildren, my legacy? What? Fucking nothing, right? Yeah. Imagine that one. Just a bunch of fucking creepers and lurkers. Trolls, right? It's really amazing Feelings and concerns are used to establish the basis of law today. And that means my feelings are worth fucking more than yours right now. I'm feeling concerned that you have no concern for treason, sedition, child rape, child trafficking, kitty fucking. You just sit silent to all of it. I'm concerned. Are you okay? Feeling well? Government uses feelings and concerns to establish rule of law. I didn't know corporate entities had emotions. Care to fucking comment? Smart people? Nothing, right? We do this every day. Every day I get up and I go live and I expose you for the frauds that you think you are. You think you're fucking smart? You're not smart. You're obedient to the television. And the messaging was sponsored by your tax dollars. Want to talk about it? State sponsored propaganda? State sponsored media? You didn't get my consent. And you didn't get my fucking vote either. At this point, the only person I could fucking vote for is myself. I find that hilarious. I don't expect anyone to take a word I say seriously. None. And as a result, I can't take fucking any one of you seriously because of your silence. It's amazing. Nope. These are people that are going to save America. Are you fucking serious right now? Holy fuck. And hi, July 25th, they signed Executive Order 14321, involuntary institutionalization of drug addicts. It's amazing. Do you know how many of you are fucking drug addicts? Proper definitions of drugs, right? Sugar's a drug. Caffeine's a drug. Alcohol's a drug. Lots of drug addicts. Let's lock the motherfuckers up and take away their guns. What a great idea. Executive order. When did the people have anything to fucking say about goddamn anything? Everything's done under executive order and executive fucking privilege. I feel pretty fucking privileged for saying something about it. I'm pretty sure Trump doesn't give a fuck about you or your goddamn rights. I used to get a lot more viewers. And then I got taken off the internet like 19 fucking times. So I lost my audience. But hey, I found myself in the process. Imagine that one. Huh? Thank God I never voted for any of this shit, right? I mean, wow. My voting record is flawless. No one wants to talk about it either. That's goddamn amazing. Are you learning anything? I'm here to teach. Did you learn something today? No? Shit. (18 U.S.C. Section 242, also known as the deprivation of rights under federal law, is a federal law that makes it a crime for anyone acting under the authority of a law, statute, ordinance, or custom to willfully deprive another person of rights, privileges, or immunities secured by the Constitution or laws of the United States. This means that everyone is guilty. Silence makes you fucking guilty. Oh, I was just doing my job, selling out the country. How patriotic of me. And this is for all the dum-dums out there. Listen very closely. Dum-dums. An officer creates a cause, a police officer. The bank, the court, creates the case. The case is assigned to custom. The custom is attached to a bond. The bond is assigned to ISN. I sin. Wow, you sinned. Signed an ISIN by foreign agents in the bank or court with an ISIN license. The bonds are picked up out of the back door of the bank, court, at the end of the day by a bond broker, also a foreign agent with an ISIN license, and it is trackable and traceable through the CAFR, but not the SEC, because they are operating a foreign jurisdiction. Oh, they're foreign agents. Oh, they're traitors? TRAITORS, traitors? TRADERS, traitors. So traitors are traitors. And we should just kill all the fucking traitors, right? Sounds good to me. And if you're going to sit silent to it, then you must be in agreement with me. You must be acquiescing. Silently, you fucking consent. Let's just kill all the fucking traitors. What a great idea, huh? Get rid of them. Oh, I don't know who the problem is now. I'm not the one sitting silent to treason. Death penalty. The karma is fitting the crime. You stole my son, you raped my son, you fucked my son, you killed my son thinking you would be a better father to my fucking son than myself. And you took it upon yourself to bypass my constitutionally protected rights. Due process was voided, went around, and oh my God, the fathers are just automatically guilty until they can afford to prove themselves innocent. Talk about a fucking setup from the start, right? Because the government wants to be your child's daddy. It's amazing. And see, when it's little boys, no one actually gives a fuck. You're concerned with girls' rights, women's rights. Little boys don't have any rights. Fathers' rights. They don't have any rights either. Little boys don't have rights. Fathers don't have rights. You have the right to remain silent. Looks like states' rights are trumping parents' rights and children's fucking rights. Am I right or wrong? No one knows. Whoa. I don't think little children need to learn about gay pride. And as a parent, you shouldn't be interested in sending your child to university so they come back home queer and confused about their fucking gender. Goddamn silence infuriates the fuck out of me. Isn't that weird? Even Elon Musk is calling for Trump's fucking impeachment. Wow. Right? But something tells me neither one of these people gives a shit if you live or die. Gotta be crazy, right? Hey, look, isn't that Elon Musk at Jeffrey Epstein's party with Trump? He's out there in different groups or camps. Can you read the sign? There's no pride in having your cock covered in shit. Amazing, right? What part of anarchism bothers you? The part where you have to make decisions about your own life, or the part where you don't get to make decisions for me in regards to my fucking life? You imagine a world where my feelings and concerns trumps yours? Isn't that amazing? Oh, I got some feelings and concerns for you. And you know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to use my feelings and concerns to establish new laws based on my feelings and my concerns. Doesn't that sound great? And then I'll fucking enforce them right down your goddamn throat. Almost like government God. The same principle, right? I mean, they operated behind my back using feelings and the concerns to justify actions that violated my constitutionally protected rights. It's amazing. Whatever happened to due process? Oh no, you no due process. You're just fucking guilty. Oh, so let's try this on. Silence makes you fucking guilty. That's the way they play. It's the way I play. You're gonna sit silent? Silently, you're fucking guilty. Then all of a sudden, society split into two groups: the group that can speak for itself and the group that can't talk at all. Amazing. And just a reminder that crazy people and kings, neither one of them gives a fuck about your feelings or your concerns. All you do, right? Then you have to impress people with your feelings and concerns or emboss them on another person, leave an imprintation, an impression. Hey, you know that vaccine list of ingredients in the vaccine that Pfizer didn't want the public to have for 75 years? I've had it since 2019. There's an expression that comes to mind: loose lips sink fucking ships, right? So who's been talking? That's all they were concerned about. Who told me? Who let the cat out of the bag, right? Who talked? You dirty rat. You dirty rat, you. Oh no, there's a leak in the White House. Shh. I'm not impressed with large bank accounts. Typically, I'm impressed by people with little bits of money that do amazing things with a dollar. It's more impressive to me. It's more magical. Poor Michael Parker. That's a little boy in that picture, in case you're wondering. Even Richard Nixon would tell you that the White House had a real problem with lady boys. Donald Trump has paid roughly $30 million to settle child sex complaints brought against him since 1989, according to the DC-based investigating journalist uh, Wayne Madsen, Wayne Madison Report, WMR. Michael Cohen reportedly helped settle a number of rape cases involving Trump. WMR received a list from a reputable Republican source of these settlement claims, all which involve male and female minors. Number one, Michael Parker, 10 years old, oral rape at Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1992. Trump paid his parents a $3 million settlement. Number two, Kelly Fuhrer, 12 years of age, $1 million settled, paid in 1989. Allegations of forced intercourse, Trump Tower, New York, New York. Charles Bacon, 11 years old, $3 million lawsuit settlement. Allegations of oral and anal intercourse, 1994, Trump Tower, New York, New York. So you can start to see the control strings here. This information made mainstream. No one would vote for this. As a matter of fact, the mob would probably round up and kill the motherfucker. You know? A lynch mob. That happened about 100 years ago. Society in general decided to kill all the smart people. Remember that? You hung the judges, hung the lawyers, killed the doctors, and staked the newspaper man. You killed them all. For the very same fucking shit that's happening today. People lying for a living. Rebecca Conway, 13 years old, intercourse and oral sex, Trump Vineyard Estates in Charleston, Virginia, $5 million settlement. Maria Olivier, 12 years of age, her family was paid $16 million to settle allegations of forcible intercourse occurring in Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida. Kevin Knoll, 11 years of age, anal rape, Trump Tower, New York, New York, 1998. Settlement details unknown. WMR's GOP source indicated that Trump has refused to release his tax returns because they will reveal the many out-of-court settlements he has paid to silence his assault victims and their families. The list of Trump's child rape victims comes with an interesting reference point that was apparently part of the documents in the settlement case. Trump was designated with a psychiatric disorder, referencing in the American Psychiatric Association Diagnosis and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Oh, so he's a predator. And a lot of this came out because of Virginia Louise Giffer. And she actually has a documentary, and she was trafficked by Ghislaine Maxwell into the care of Jeffrey Epstein. And I already showed you that. Oh, there she is with Ghislaine Maxwell. And you know who that is? That's the Prince of England. Wow. You know how she reminds me? That's Prince Andrew. And Mike Milley. You guys are some good people, huh? I'm serious. Look at a picture of Prince Andrew right next to General Mike Milley. Oh my God. Wow. Right? If you elect a rapist, expect to get fucked by a rapist. I mean, it's pretty common sense, right? Did I go against freedom of speech? Was I allowed to say that in public? Was I not supposed to say that? But I said it. I don't know what you're going to do now. No idea. Right? Worry about the Clintons going to Epstein Island, but Trump been there. Trump been there. Right? Fucking wild shit. Man. Did you know Fred Trump was a pimp? Did you know the Miss Universe pageant in some circles is apparently Trump's hoe train? Trump's pimp. Crazy times, children. You remember that movie Home Alone? Macaulay Culkin. You ever see him lately? He's pretty fucked up, right? Do you know he got fucked on the set of Home Alone by John Candy? Strange how John Candy looks just like Donald Trump. How many Republicans were anti-vaxxers and they thought Trump was going to save the day? Trump was going to save you from Pfizer. And I told you, and I fucking fat told you for years that Hitler never died. No, and on the cover. Hitler's Trump's daddy. Like, wow. Or maybe it's mother. Remember, because they like dressing in drag, you know? Boy, my people are proud of me, I'm telling you that much right now. I got a few peeps in my corner, and man, they're mind boggled by this shit. Uh huh. Wow, right? All the world's a stage, huh? That's some of that full circle thinking for you. We all got roles. Y'all got parts to play. Most people think I'm a dum dum or a sucker. And I think most people are fucking fools. Which one's more accurate? Who's the sucker? Me? You? Who's the dum dum? Me? You? Who's the fool again? Me? You? Who's fooling who here? Me? Got fooled by you? You got fooled by me. Did I trick you? Did I fucking fool you? Huh? Shit's fucking hilarious, right? This is what happens when you read too many books. Nobody's going to be happy with you. Fucking nobody, okay? You'll be happy with you, but nobody else will be happy with you. What do you think about those apples? I keep telling people I don't have to hide anything. Nothing. I don't have to hide anything. Complete transparency. It's amazing. Right? Funny fucking shit. Democrats of Maine only care about Ukraine or Somalia. But I'm pretty sure that same attitude is just with the party in general. We care about everywhere but here. All those poor children in those third world countries that we raped, pillaged, and fucking bombed, right? We got to save them from the mess we put them in, right? How many of you ever realized that we bomb countries so we can rebuild countries and install puppet regimes that we control? No? Well, we're great people, right? Math doesn't lie to you. Common Core is a fucking lie. By vaccinating, they're also be able to track and trace genetics, bloodlines. Makes eugenics way easier, right? I've said this was a social class warfare for a long time, rich people versus poor people. You have no respect for farmers in this country. That's why all your food's coming from China today. Reincarnation is not real, right? Wrong. Soul energy never dies. You can't blame me for you not knowing. Not my fault. Isn't it amazing the information that just wound up on my doorstep? And I'm some sort of Nimrod? Fucking dum dum. Amazing. See, I've been at this a very, very long time. And I keep remembering things I wasn't supposed to fucking remember. You imagine that? How many other people running around telling you that no one's running this fucking ship? AI's running this fucking ship. Presidents have no control over this country. Congress is bought and paid for by Big Pharma. I'm operating on the assumption that you don't have any rights. You have the right to say nothing. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Participate, share nothing, contribute nothing, and run around thinking something. Wow. Right? Gosh, that guy's batshit fucking crazy. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Hey, I didn't learn any of this in fucking school. Wow. Right? We call it coloring by numbers. Paint by number. Don't you just fucking hate it when I'm right and you're wrong? Like, damn, that sucks, doesn't it? So the smartest thing for me to do would be nothing, because this doesn't count as anything. Nothing. This counts as nothing. Ugh. So you're waiting for the Anunnaki, the Elohim, the Greys. We're already here. We're already here. Already here. It's an alien invasion. Right? Say I'm operating under the assumption the majority of you are illiterate, undereducated. Most of you can't fucking read. Can't add, subtract, multiply, divide, convert fractions. Well, I'm the crazy one. Sometimes it's good to be crazy, huh? Shit. It's a good rising, everyone. Shooting a couple messages. You gotta ask yourself, why wasn't this taught in school? Why was it left out? And if you knew these things, how much different would your life be if you'd already knew it and you were conditioned to know these things at 5 years of age? At 5 years of age, you already knew all of this. Let's pretend that. Now what? What kind of world would it be? Would the world still even exist? Would you have blown it up already? See, I don't believe in operating behind people's backs. So because of that, I operate in complete transparency. Unlike political policies that are created by political parties, politicians, pimps, prostitutes, politicians, presidents, and the press agents, talking to all you good peoples and persons, and including the police officers, right? So what did I do right there? I just took away a whole lot of fucking PPs. Gosh, I'm so glad we could have this conversation about transparency. There isn't any. Was that accurate?
A history of covering things up. Peter, you can start us off. Got it. Don't touch it. But yeah, let's
let's just make sure everybody got their own flow, and then we'll actually lay the vocals down. Here we go. Hey, why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy. I pop out, they go out, so celebrity. Too busy winning, I forgot that I got enemies. All up in my bag, I ain't got no feelings. Fly high, lift off, I might hit the ceiling. Got a big bag, got a bag, lot of money in it. You not ready for that level? I think you should rent it. Yeah. Ready for the ride, city full of lights. You not on my level, you can see me too. Moving 100 bags, we don't look at tags. We just tryna party, we just feeling alright. Hey, why you hating on my energy? Who said why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy. Hey, why you hating on my energy? Who said why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy. I'm big chillin', my cup, it got me feelin' messed up. That paparazzi wanna get that close up. I tell them no sir, I don't need the exposure. My pen is slipping over, that title handed over, it's over. Mic on, give you something you can hate on. You know I don't with you like I'm Big Sean. Big house on a big lawn, keep the lights on. Big bank, new deposit, you be staying overdrawn. Flow is scientific, pen is so prolific. I could be specific, but I know that you would miss it. On another world, haters always try to visit. Pick a nice flow, switch it up and then I twist it. Get it, hey. Ready for the ride, city full of lights. You not on my level, you can see me too. Moving 100 bags, we don't look at tags. We just tryna party, we just feeling alright. Hey, why you hating on my energy? Who said why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy. Hey, why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy. Ready for the ride, city full of lights. I sell drugs to your honor student. Midvale Academy, or whatever other innocent-sounding name, has been assigned to the indoctrination center, where their child has been sent to be stripped of his individuality and turned into an obedient, soul-dead, conformist member of the American consumer culture. Proud parents, what kind of empty people need to validate themselves through the achievements of their children? How'd you like to have to live with a couple of these misfits? How's that science project coming along, Justin? Fuck you, Dad. You simple-minded prick. Mind your own business and pass the Cheerios. Here's a bumper sticker I'd like to see. We are the proud parents of a child whose self-esteem is sufficient that he doesn't need us promoting his minor scholastic achievements on the back of our car.
Therapy has been such a massive part of my last 2 years, a massive part of the reason that I'm able to be a musician again.
Or, we are the proud parents of a child who has resisted his teacher's attempts to break his spirit and bend him to the will of his corporate masters. Just be nice little for change, you know? Here's something realistic. We have a daughter in public school who hasn't been knocked up yet. We have a son in public school who hasn't shot any of his classmates yet. But he does sell drugs to your honor student. Plus, he knocked up your daughter. Then there are the people who aren't too proud of their children. We are the embarrassed parents of a cross-eyed little nitwit who at the age of 10 not only continues to wet the bed, but also shits on the school bus. Something like that on the back of the car might give the child a little more incentive, you know? Get him to try a little harder next semester. Here are some more parents who ought to be beaten with heavy clubs and left bleeding in the moonlight. These are the ones who carry their babies around in these backpacks or front packs or slings, or whatever these devices are called, that are apparently designed to leave the parents' hands free to sort through high-end merchandise and reach for their platinum credit cards. Because it's always these upscale, yuppie-looking, Greenpeace, environmentally conscious assholes who have mine, you know? I say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Natural Fibers. I say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Natural Fibers. It's not camping equipment, it's a baby. Touch the little prick now and then. He'll thank you for it someday. These are the same people who sort their garbage, jog with their dogs, and listen to Steely Dan. You know? You just like to take them out deep into the forest and disembowel them with a wooden cooking spoon. Here are some more people who ought to be smashed across the face repeatedly with a piece of heavy mining equipment. These grown men who refer to their fathers as my daddy. You know? Yeah. Gee, you hear a lot of this stupid shit in the South. These rebel assholes, you know? My daddy, yeah, my daddy. Well, you know what my daddy used to say? My daddy used to say, blah, 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 blah. Oh, he did he? Well, wasn't that fucking enlightening? My daddy used to say, fuck your daddy. Fuck your daddy. In his wrinkled, rusted, rural country asshole. Grow up, Billy Joe, Carl, Bob, Danny, Frank. You're not 6 anymore. More like 9. Here's another unfortunate pack of mutants who ought to be penciled in for a sudden visit from the angel of death. These guys who can't tell you about a phone call they had without giving you this shit. The fucking pinky and the thumb. Like they attended mime college. Studied under Marcel Marceau. So I call her up, you know? And I'm talking to her. And she fucking hangs up on me. So I hang up on her. And she calls me back. I fucking hang up again. I say, hey, Bruno, thanks for the visual aid. But we all understand the concept of the telephone. You hold it in your hand, you talk into it. Excuse me, Bruno, incoming call. Oh, hey, it's for you. Here's another bunch of pus-headed telephone cretins. These self-important techno dicks who walk around with these hands-free telephone headsets and earpieces. Mr. Self-Important doesn't want to be too far from the phone in case Henry Kissinger calls. He's got the Dalai Lama on line 2. I say, hey, spaceman, as long as your hands are free, reach over here and fondle my balls, would you please? And answering machines. Starting with these people who think it's cute to let their children record the outgoing message. You know? And you can't understand a word of it because the kid's a fucking imbecile.
Hi, my name is Stacy. I'm 5 years old. My mommy and daddy aren't home.
Here's my message, Stacy. I'm coming over to your house with a big knife. And I'm going to kill Mommy and Daddy. Then I'm going to peel off their skin and make a funny hat. After that, I'm going to take out my huge ding-dong and stick it right in your... These are the same parents who at Christmas time send you pictures of their children. Pictures you didn't ask for, and you don't want it. But it is fun throwing the pictures away, isn't it? I don't even look at the fucking Christmas card. Who's this? Luann is 12 this year. Fuck Luann. I give a shit how old she is. Does she have any tits yet? Send me a picture of Luann's tits. Happy New Year, too. Then, just to compound your holiday pleasure, they enclose a family newsletter. Just what you're hoping for. News about people you can barely fucking remember. We're so proud of Brad, he's been accepted into dental school. Yeah, in the Philippines. After 4 tries. Fuck Brad and everybody who looks like Brad. Judging from his picture, I think he's jerking off too much. Keep him away from Luann. Here's another bunch of genetic defectives who've been turned loose on answering machines. These guys who cannot resist the urge to put music on their outgoing message. You know, some guy spends $8 at Radio Shack and suddenly he's a fucking record producer. And because he's busy in the basement jacking off his dog, I have to listen to substandard music. There's always rotten music, you know? It's either new age, that pointless, meandering zombie noise played by pseudo-spiritual lunatics who think wind chimes are a musical instrument, or else it's soft rock, that lame-ass, weak, non-threatening suburban white boy junk played by bands like Men Without Testicles. Oh, and folks, on these answering machines, do me a favor, would you please? When you record your outgoing message, don't bother telling me you can't come to the phone. I understand that. Apparently, that's why we have these machines. And don't tell me to leave my name and number. Somehow, I figured that out. And if you work in an office, never mind that stuff, I'm away from my desk. If you had to take a shit, say so. Just say, hi, this is Mary Louise. I had the Mexican jalapeno bean chili dip, and I washed it down with a gallon of gin. I'll be in and out all day.
Is adding chicken broth to dog food actually dangerous?
So, Rob, what do you feed your dogs?
You know, I used to think that I was
Gin. I'll be in and out all day. There are some more people who ought to be strapped into chairs and beaten with hammers. People who wear visors. Let me ask you something. What the fuck is the point in wearing half a hat? Either get a hat or don't. No one's interested in the top of your head. Go back to the store and tell them to give you the rest of the hat. They cheated you. Better still, get yourself one of them little Jewish hats and sew it to your visor. Then you got yourself a full-fledged fucking hat, my friend. Here are some more musical vermin whose mothers we wish had had medical plans that included abortion. These singers who think they're so special, they only need one name. Bono, Sting, Jewel, Tiffany, Prince, what a crock of shit. Get a fucking last name, would you please? I got a nice 2-word name for you, pretentious cocksucker. How do you like that? Bono, Sting. It's not bad enough the music sucks, but with no last name, you can't find out where they live to throw a fucking bomb through their window. It's frustrating. There are some more people who deserve an inoperable tumor at the base of their spines. These guys who fly around the world in a fucking balloon. You know, what is this, 1850? Get a fucking airline ticket, will you, please? When are the media going to realize no one's interested in some rich trouser stain who's so bored he's got to fly around the balloon all day? I hope the next guy gets hit by lightning. It flies around in little fart circles. And lands in a sewage treatment pond. And sinks with the rest of the turds. Mr. Lighter Than Air. Here Where's another pack of jack-offs who ought to be strangled in front of their children? People who pay for inexpensive items with a credit card. You know, folks, take my word for this. Raisinets is not a major purchase. Get some fucking cash together. No one should be paying a bank 18% interest on Tic Tacs. And you're holding up the fucking line, too. Some dorky-looking prick with a fanny pack waiting to be approved for a bag of cheese doodles. I need this like I need an infected scrotum. Get some fucking money. Next guy ahead of me online pays for Newsweek with a credit card is getting stabbed in the eyes. And I'm getting really sick of guys named Todd. You know, yeah, it's just a goofy fucking name, okay? Hi, what's your name? Todd. I'm Todd. And this is Blake and Blair and Blaine and Brent. Where are all these goofy fucking boys' names coming from? Taylor, Tyler, Jordan, Flynn. These are not real names. You want to hear a real name? Eddie. Eddie is a real name. Whatever happened to Eddie? He was here a minute ago. Joey and Jackie and Johnny and Phil, Bobby and Tommy and Danny and Bill. What happened? Todd and Cody and Dylan and Cameron and Tucker. Hi, Tucker. I'm Todd. Hi, Todd. I'm Tucker. Fuck Tucker. Tucker sucks. And fuck Tucker's friend, Kyle. Yeah. Here's another soft name for a boy, Kyle. Soft names make soft people. I'll bet you anything that 10 times out of 10, Nicky, Vinny, and Tony will beat the shit out of Todd, Kyle, and Tucker. But in the bullshit department, a businessman can't hold a candle to a clergyman. Because I got to tell you the truth, folks. I got to tell you the truth. When it comes to bullshit, big time, major league bullshit, you have to stand in awe. In awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. No contest. No contest. Religion easily has the greatest bullshit story ever told. Think about it. Religion has actually convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of these 10 things, he has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish where he will send you to live and suffer and burn and choke and scream and cry forever and ever till the end of time. But he loves you. He loves you. He loves you and he needs money. He always needs money. He's all powerful, all perfect, all knowing, and all wise. Somehow just can't handle money. Religion takes in billions of dollars. They pay no taxes, and they always need a little more. Now, you talk about a good bullshit story. Holy shit. Thank you very much. But I want you to know something. This is sincere. I want you to know, when it comes to believing in God, I really tried. I really tried. I tried to believe that there is a God who created each of us in his own image and likeness, loves us very much, and keeps a close eye on things. I really tried to believe that, but I gotta tell you, the longer you live, the more you look around, the more you realize something is fucked up. Something is wrong here. War, disease, death, destruction, hunger, filth, poverty, torture, crime, corruption, and the ice capades. Something is definitely wrong. This is not good work. If this is the best God can do, I am not impressed. Results like these do not belong on the resume of a supreme being. This is the kind of shit you'd expect from an office temp with a bad attitude. And just between you and me, in any decently run universe, this guy would have been out on his all-powerful ass a long time ago. And by the way, I say this guy because I firmly believe, looking at these results, that if there is a God, it has to be a man. No woman could or would ever fuck things up like this. If there is a God, I think most reasonable people might agree that he's at least incompetent and maybe, just maybe, doesn't give a shit. Doesn't give a shit, which I admire in a person and which would explain a lot of these bad results. So rather than be just another mindless religious robot, mindlessly and aimlessly and blindly believing that all of this is in the hands of some spooky, incompetent father figure who doesn't give a shit, I decided to look around for something else to worship, something I could really count on. And immediately, I thought of the sun. Happened like that. Overnight, I became a sun worshiper. Well, not overnight. You can't see the sun at night. But first thing the next morning, I became a sun worshiper. Several reasons. First of all, I can see the sun, okay? Yeah. Unlike some other gods I could mention, I can actually see the sun. I'm big on that. If I can see something, I don't know, kind of helps the credibility along, you know? So every day I can see the sun as it gives me everything I need: heat, light, food, flowers in the park, reflections on the lake, an occasional skin cancer, but hey, at least there are no crucifixions, and we're not setting people on fire simply because they don't agree with us. Sun worship is fairly simple. There's no mystery, no miracles, no pageantry. No one asks for money. There are no songs to learn, and we don't have a special building where we all gather once a week to compare clothing. And the best thing about the sun, it never tells me I'm unworthy. Doesn't tell me I'm a bad person who needs to be saved. Hadn't said an unkind word. Treats me fine. So I worship the sun, but I don't pray to the sun. Know why? I wouldn't presume on our friendship. It's not polite. I've often thought people treat God rather rudely, don't you? Asking, trillions and trillions of prayers every day, asking and pleading and begging for favors. Do this, give me that, I need a new car, I want a better job. And most of this praying takes place on Sunday, his day off. It's not nice, and it's no way to treat a friend. But people do pray, and they pray for a lot of different things. You know, your sister needs an operation on her crotch. Your brother was arrested for defecating in a mall. But most of all, you'd really like to fuck that hot little redhead down at the convenience store. You know, the one with the eye patch and the club foot. Huh? Can you pray for that? I think you'd have to. And I say, fine, pray for anything you want. Pray for anything. But what about the divine plan? Remember that? The divine plan. Long time ago, God made a divine plan, gave it a lot of thought, decided it was a good plan, put it into practice. And for billions and billions of years, the divine plan has been doing just fine. Now you come along and pray for something. Well, suppose the thing you want isn't in God's divine plan. What do you want him to do? Change his plan? Just for you? Doesn't it seem a little arrogant? It's a divine plan. What's the use of being God if every rundown schmuck with a $2 prayer book can come along and fuck up your plan? And here's something else, another problem you might have. Suppose your prayers aren't answered. What do you say? Well, it's God's will. Thy will be done. Fine, but if it's God's will and he's going to do what he wants to anyway, why the fuck bother praying in the first place? Seems like a big waste of time to me. Couldn't you just skip the praying part and go right to his will? It's all very confusing. So to get around a lot of this, I decided to worship the sun. But as I said, I don't pray to the sun. You know who I pray to? Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. 2 reasons. First of all, I think he's a good actor, okay? To me, that counts. Second, he looks like a guy who can get things done. Joe Pesci doesn't fuck around. Doesn't fuck around. In fact, Joe Pesci came through on a couple of things that God was having trouble with. For years, I asked God to do something about my noisy neighbor with the barking dog. Joe Pesci straightened that cocksucker out with 1 visit. It's amazing what you can accomplish with a simple baseball bat. So I've been praying to Joe for about a year now, and I noticed something. I noticed that all the prayers I used to offer to God and all the prayers I now offer to Joe Pesci are being answered at about the same 50% rate. Half the time I get what I want, half the time I don't. Same as God, 50-50. Same as the 4-leaf clover and the horseshoe, the wishing well and the rabbit's foot. Same as the mojo man. Same as the voodoo lady who tells you your fortune by squeezing the goat's testicles. It's all the same, 50-50. So just pick your superstition, sit back, make a wish, and enjoy yourself. And for those of you who look to the Bible for moral lessons and literary qualities, I might suggest a couple of other stories for you. You might want to look at The 3 Little Pigs. That's a good one. Has a nice, happy ending. I'm sure you'll like that. Then there's Little Red Riding Hood, although it does have that X-rated part where the big bad wolf actually eats the grandmother, which I didn't care for, by the way. And finally, I've always drawn a great deal of moral comfort from Humpty Dumpty.
How you
The
doing,
part I
Ed?
like the best, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. That's because there is no Humpty Dumpty and there is no God.
Little George Carlin in the morning for you. We're going over a lot of different things during this live. Current events, state of Maine, state of affairs, for State of the Union. Want to join a union with me? We could create our own posse and have our own party. This is the result of logic and mathematics, which, according to feminists and liberals, and sexists and racists, ask the Democrats about it. They prefer Common Core. It's pretty hardcore. I think it's rotten to the core. It's terrible. Here's a nightmare fucking scenario for you. Having common sense when the majority do not. Because you have to tolerate their stupidity. It's amazing. I think logic and common sense are tied together. And I think you're born with these things. They're innate to you personally. You're born with them. Children know better than their parents do. It's amazing. I'm here for the children, the children, the children. I'm recruiting the children. Do you like my education program? Do them teachers in the union really teach you your ABCs, your 1, 2, 3s? You know anything about the bees, birds and the bees, flowers, trees, nature, reality? What the hell do you even know? Nothing at all? Are you under assumptions about everything because of indoctrination, feelings, concerns, theologies, and theories? Somebody else's fucking ideas written by a third party, read by a fourth one, sponsored by a fifth party. Follow the fucking money. Does anyone ever just think for themselves anymore? Or go for a walk? It's too simple, right? When was the last time one of you parents hung around in a tree? I think that's something that only children do. Professionals cut trees down, children climb in them. Whoa. The more I do this, the better I get at it. Discussing geometry, sacerdotal arts, line arts, sacred geometry, sonic geometry, party science, alchemy and structure types, polygonals, and the art of creating them, the art of creation, the building blocks of life. The Bible is encoded with alchemy and chemistry and quantum physics. Sins are signs, and signs sins are. Letters are sins, letters are signs. These things are not told to anyone. Oh no, I figured it out all by myself. Man of sin. The first man of sin was the first medicine man. Man of sin, medicine. Man of sin, medicine. Meta is a reference to the mitochondrial, the things you can't see with your eye. The micro causes the macro. They reflect one another mechanically. The small things cause the large things to occur. The smallest actions, the largest reactions. See, and I got pushed into a situation where I was forced to say something or otherwise keep my mouth shut fucking forever. What a what a what a feeling, right? If I don't say something, no one else is gonna say anything. Nobody. My parents can't even say this stuff. They have no comprehension of it. They didn't even know it was a thing. This next part, I didn't manufacture it. I stumbled upon it. Not taking credit for it. It's very inspirational, though. Really, really makes your head think. You know, especially if you're autistic, right? Whoa. So you start recognizing that everything is pre-existing within a circle or a sphere. First time I saw this was about 15 years ago. This part, but it allows the mind to see how things are operating within a circle instead of a box. You got boxed in a box, a black one or a white one. So then I realized there's only 9 numbers, and zero is not actually a number; it's a placeholder. And that's only for depth purposes. Zeros don't even exist. It's a figment of your imagination. You're not afraid of me being wrong. You're terrified I might be right. pretty wild. You speak the truth long enough and you wind up talking to yourself. It's an amazing thing. I don't like telling people anything anymore. Telling people things just it doesn't work. No one listens to anything. So you always wind up talking to yourself. I mean, today's feed was rather a lot for all of you, I'm sure, right? When you start digging and turning tables and looking under rocks and asking questions, you become socially unacceptable. The more you dig, the more you burrow, and you find yourself in a den with a dragon in a burrow. Burrow is a cave underground. So I'm only here to sit as witness to this madness, right? A witness. And I watch people come and I watch people go. Nothing is forever, but everything remains the same. You're still using Sumerian mathematics. I'm laughing my ass off because I'm Sumerian and I'm sitting in ancient Sumer, otherwise known as the land of tears. Right? Trail of Tears. Land of Tyre, Tyre. The education systems in tears, Tiers. Tears. Pyramids are built in tears. Societies built in tears. The education systems in tears. Trail of Tears starts here. We're in the land of Tyre. Ancient Tyre is here. Right? My job is to be inspirational. The 9 code. Wild. Right? That shit's fucking wild, you guys. Fucking bonkers. Oh, I don't know. And this shit gets even spookier. The state of Maine is currently under Title IX investigation. Title IX investigation happening right here in the state of Maine. But man, you can't make any of this up. Like, what? No. Uh-uh. Oh, where is it? Oh, you guys think you're smart, hey? No, not today. Shit's fucking hysterically funny, right? Fool the fucking fool. Who's fucking fooling who here? What? Silence makes you a trick and a hoe. Right? It's like shell shocking. You might have PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder, right? Somebody call your mother. Fuckers, how you doing? Who's got nuts? Who's got balls? Who's a chemically castrated cunt now? What? And start they're all like, "Mommy, make the bad man go away." I'm here to be inspirational for the children, the children, the children.
Minus 1 minute 35 seconds and counting.
This is Houston, over. Roger, go ahead, Houston. 11, this is Houston. You are go for LOI, over.
Right? Where's my trophy? Right. I stand bull.